So today's about a bit of opportunist fishing. Opportunist in the sense that I had a couple of spare hours after work today, so I took the opportunity to go fishing. I was going to head down Southbourne, but the strong southerly winds and generally miserable weather that was supposed to ease off tonight didn't look like it was going to ease off. So I thought I'm just going to go tuck myself away in the harbour somewhere, see if I can winkle out a bass or a bream instead. Reason number 2 for not doing Southbourne tonight, and probably the more realistic reason, was that I just had no gear ready, completely disorganised. Bonkers busy day in the shop yesterday and today. So grabbing an earth bar, length of line, tyre hook on the end, and a handful of worms took me about 2 minutes to get ready. So that's one. Let's just flick this over to the channel. Somewhere over there. Padoosh. See how it settles down with the tide. I've got about, I reckon, hour and a half of this tide, just over low. So fingers crossed, hour and a half. I'd love to winkle out, well, I mean, bass would be great, but I'd love to winkle out a Gilthead. Haven't really fished for the gilt since I had that one in April. Oh, there you go, straight away. Look at that, I've just cast that out. Well, the first 30 seconds of my trip's going well. What have we got? What have we got? Oh, I dropped it. Don't swear, Thomas, don't swear. It happens, it's fishing. You guys have probably all criticised me for using a 2.0 circle hook. Now I'm sure if I had a smaller hook on then, I'd have probably caught whatever that fish was. But I'm not worried about that. Situations like this, you get an awful lot of tiny hand-sized fish, little black bream, little bass, things like that. Which, okay, sometimes it's nice to catch anything, but I really want to try and winkle out the slightly better quality fish here. Oh, I can't believe I dropped that fish, I'm gutted. Fish. Oh, there's definitely some fish out there. Ah, I've got a hook stuck in my thumb. Come on. See if we can actually land this one, shall we? Yeah, he's on. Oh, yes. Ooh. That feels like a good fish. Let's not drop this one, eh? Ooh. I'm going to throw it out there, it feels like a bream. Come on, baby. What have we got? What have we got? Come on, be a bream. Be a bream. It is a Gilthead, look at that. Took me all of 30 seconds to get the first bite. 60 seconds to get the second bite. Wow. Look at that. Beautiful. What a beautiful Gilthead. Second cast. First cast I was only in the water for 30 seconds. Second cast about 60 seconds. What a beautiful fish. Thank you, matey. Love them. Right, there you go. You know, I'm tempted to just hold my rod this time. I'm not even going to put it down. Surely lightning can't strike twice. Wish I'd bought my barbel rod. Now I'm a slightly lighter rod. Don't know why I didn't think of that. No, bored of holding it. Let's put it in the rest. Let's bait up another rig. I did bring one of those spiders with me. Might chuck a bit of crab on this next cast. Here we go. Large bit of ragworm. And just a lump of that spider crab hanging off the bottom of that hook. Beautiful. I gave that cast just 5 minutes in the water, which might seem a ridiculously quick time. But the crabs can be absolutely ferocious when you're fishing in any kind of harbours and estuaries. So it was a bit of a tester, really, just to see how bad the crabs were. Thankfully, they weren't too bad. Still got pretty much all my bait left, so I'll give this one 10 minutes. Very dark, ominous feel about it. I think I'm going to get wet again. What a rubbish start to July. Oh, bite. The weather has been pants. The only reason I got my rod this high is actually just to keep my reel out of the water. If anybody wonders why I'm stood here craning my neck like this. Oh, here comes the rain. Come on, July. Normally this time of year I'm out on the beach moaning at everyone for not wearing suntan lotion and drinking enough water. Oh, getting a few knocks and rattles there. Not quite the slam downs I'm wanting. I don't think I'm going to get much more than about 5-6 minutes in the water here without having to change bait between the worms and the fish. The worms? The fish and the crabs. That's right, keeps you honest, keeps you working hard. And it's only a short session, like I said, I'll probably only get about an hour and a half here. Small things having a chew. Not sure if that's a fish or a little bit of weed. I think it's just a little bit of weed. Yes. Oh, actually no bait left at all. That was a big old bit of bait on there. A bit too far, I think it's overshot the channel there. Drop it back in. You know, one of the problems of being in the water is once you've got wet hands, it's really hard to dry them. And then once your worms are wet, they're slippery, slimy, horrible things. Baiting up a circle hook worm isn't the easiest thing in the world anyway. Let alone when you've got slightly wet hands and slightly wet worms. Slacken off my drag a bit. And hopefully, if I get a bite, I'll hear it. I don't have to quick my neck quite so much. Ooh. Come on, baby, come on. A lot of little pecky fish down here. I think I just got incredibly lucky landing on that gilt within a minute of being here. Every cast since has been rattle, rattle, rattle. Hopefully in a few minutes time the tide will start, because we're just on slack low. That first couple of casts it was still pulling out. It's gone completely slack now. So hopefully on the first little bit of the flood, before it gets too strong, I might pick up a fish or two. Oh. Donk. It's funny how a donk feels slightly better than a nibble. Yeah. There's the culprit. Plenty of them around. The eagle-eyed among you may have noticed that the boats have just swung around on their moorings. Which tells me, look at that fish straight away, which tells me that the tide has turned. I think I'm going to get absolutely pestered with tiny fish now. I shall ignore that until it hoops over. Actually, do the drag. Till it hoops over and starts taking line. Hopefully a shoal of 6-pound Gilthead will come along, scale off all the bass. Oh, that was a bit more energetic. It's even dropped me back a bit. Let's see what size bass this one is. Oh, might have upgraded from 3 ounces to 5. Still fish jumping around behind me. Oh, it's a bit of a headbang. Bit of headbanging going on. No, it's, oh no, it is a bream. It is a little gilt. Look at that. I lied. I'm sorry, Mr. Gilt. I called you a small bass. I feel bad. There we go, second gilt of the day. Not quite the same size as the first one, but it's a gilt. I'd much rather catch that than a tiny bass. I don't know why. I just love these things. I'm sorry, what was that? If you like the video, please hit the like button and subscribe. Oh, okay then. I'm trying to figure out what these fish are jumping around me. They're quite substantial fish, not little things at all. That's gambling, man. I might say they're mullet. In the way they're behaving, I wouldn't be surprised if they were golden greys, which is very exciting, because that's another species I love. See if one swims between my legs in a minute. If I stand here still enough, I wonder if one will actually swim right up to me. They're pretty much all around me. This could be the most boring video ever now, couldn't it? Here's Tom stood still for 15 minutes without moving a muscle, just to see if a fish swims between his legs. That you won't get to see. I've not had a bite on this cast. It's been out there for nearly 4 minutes. Oh, it's a bit of blue sky. First time I've seen that all day. Come on, sun. Let's have a last hour of blue sky and sunshine. Another big fat gilthead. And that'd be just about the best after work session you could hope for. What do you guys like? Do you like long, hardcore, dedicated sessions where you pack everything in the kitchen sink and go down and... Oh! Ignore that, let me just reel in this fish instead, sorry. We'll come back to that question, shall we? She started taking a bit of line, that one. Oh, feels a heavier fish again. Come on, baby. And the sun's nearly come out. It's all coming together, guys. It's all coming together. It's not actually a winter video after all. What have we got? What have we got? I'm going to say Gilthead. It's a Gilthead. No, it's a black bream. I lied. But it's a nice black bream. To be fair, it didn't fight quite as hard as a gilt. There we go. A nice black bream to go with my gilt. A nice little bonus. Does prove though that those gilts fight way harder than the blacks. Lovely fish though. Pleased to catch it. And I was just going to put that in my bucket to take home for dinner, and it jumped out. I'll let that one go. Right, what was I saying? Oh yes. Long sessions or short sessions? What do you prefer, guys? I'm very much a short session guy. You probably noticed from my videos. In fact, I love short and simple. If I can grab a single rod, pop out for a couple of hours, nobble a few fish, and get home in a sensible hour, I love that. I've never really been into these all night long, 12-hour sessions and things like that. It just knackers me out. Really don't have the stamina for it, do I? What's your favourite there? We're all different. Oh, just about to lose my line around a buoy. That could be annoying because I have no spare leaders. Let's get that in before I lose that. Bugger! I didn't, I thought I saved it. I'm going to wait out, see if I can get that back. No. Really too deep out there. Oh! Oh, what an idiot. Oh no, I'm out. That is so lucky. That is so lucky. I genuinely didn't think I was going to get that back. Oh, fish. It doesn't matter how many times I've used circle hooks, I still do that. Oh, fish, strike. No, Thomas, don't strike. Perhaps I was deliberately pulling the hook out of the small fish's mouth because I didn't want to catch it. Don't judge me. Got him that time. Did you see me resisting the strike? Just reeled into it. I think most of the weight here is weed, so I'm not going to get too excited and think this is a big fish. I can feel like a big solid heavy weight and a little donk, 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 donk on the end. Lovely. In fact, I think I've got a nice lump of weed and no fish. Oh no, there was a little fish. What have we got? What have we got this time? What have we got this time? What have we got this time? It's a bass. Of course, it's a bass. Pesky things. Hear that? Oyster catcher. Right, the tide is starting to rise quite rapidly now, so I'm on my last cast. About an hour and a half's fishing in the end I got, as I thought I might. Probably cast that too far, gonna wrap around a buoy, but never mind. Yeah, there we go. Thoroughly enjoyed that. Wonderful, wonderful way just to unwind after a day's work, isn't it? Took 30 seconds to sort the rigs out, a couple of ragworms, one of those crabs. Caught some lovely fish, really enjoyed that. Could I be lucky? Could I get a last cast fish to go with my first cast fish? I can't believe that, that was ridiculous, wasn't it? I can't wait to actually time how long it took me to get that Gilthead on board. There you go, just to remind you of the simplicity of my rig. 1 times earth bar. I've got 4 foot of 040 fluorocarbon, 2.0 circle hook. That's it, that is the rig. Oh, yeah, that's fish. Oh, let's just bounce me down slack as well. If it hasn't gone near that buoy, no, I think we're okay. I think we're okay. Go on, be another gilt. Be another gilt. Last cast gilt. I say last cast, I think we all know I'm going to cast out again, right? Just, you know, whilst I'm packing all my gear away. My entire 4 bits of tackle I have to pack away. It's not fighting like a gilt. They're just so aggressive, gilts. Bang, 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 head shakes, head shakes. This is just coming in a bit heavy with the occasional bump. What have we got? What have we got? We've got a little bass. Oh, wow. There we go. That'll do then. That hasn't encouraged me to do another cast. Well, little tiny bass. Where she goes. Not quite the giant Gilthead I was hoping for on the last cast, but there we go. Cracking gilt first up, that was amazing. What a perfect way to start the session. Another little gilt later on. Nice black bream, that was a nice fish. I was going to have it for dinner, it jumped up my bucket. C'est la vie. But there we go, hope you enjoyed that. Like I said, please hit the like button if you did, it does mean a lot to me. And I shall see you guys on the next one. Thanks guys.